Hello, I'm Brian Gronkowski, and I am giving a reflection of our guest speaker, Avi, who visited our class a few weeks ago. And over the past few weeks, I have rewatched that lecture a lot of times, um, making sure to slow it down. I'm so thankful for the ability to slow the video of the lectures down, because I just needed to write everything down. Um, but he um, presented to us such profound and important ideas that I will certainly be taking into account when I work with my student actors. I think these ideas are crucial to consent-based practices and intimacy choreography and being able to help my student actors become advocates for themselves and be aware of their emotions. One of the most profound things that he shared with us is the examination of the window of tolerance and what that looks like and what that feels like, then compare it to hyperarousal and hypoarousal. And that is something that I've already taken back to my students, as I watched it a couple of times just to make sure that I was saying everything and referencing what I had learned. But I thought that was very profound and important for students to understand and for myself to understand. I think that as I continue to grow as an artist and as a teaching artist and as a director, um, I think that a better understanding of how I work, I think, can help me be the most effective director, communicator, teacher, all that stuff. I think that it was also very important to bring up the fact that boundary blurring can occur and does occur, even if we're not really quite certain of how that happens. I don't mean like we are certain of how it happens. I'm saying we may not be aware in the moment that our boundaries are blurred. And so I think that it is beneficial to know when we are exhibiting signs of hyperarousal and hypoarousal in order to understand that better. I thought it was very interesting how he explained to us how the body doesn't know the difference between real and imagined emotions. The fact that we are engaging in similar physical processes, and so we are taking in all of this like emotional stress and tension. And I love how he called us stressed little beans. I thought that that was such a fun way of just explaining that to us. And something that I will definitely be taking back to my classroom and my directing studio. Um, Another thing that I was exposed to that I really find interesting and that I will continue to explore is Alba emoting. And I thought that that was very interesting. Kind of reminded me of something that I have already been kind of trained in a little bit, called Rasa boxes, which sounds like the same kind of thing. Emotional flavors and how to physicalize those emotional flavors. So that was really interesting, and that's something that I'm definitely going to utilize in my further studies. Not quite right now because I'm a little busy with some stuff, but I will. I've put a little pin in that I want to look into that as we progress through, or as I progress through my MFA training and my growth as an artist and as a teaching artist. So I think that those are the major things. I thought that all of the exercises, the WOMP exercise and the breathing exercise, were invaluable takeaways, freebies, if you will, for um, teaching artists like myself. So I have already used those exercises where you apply pressure down your arms, starting with your shoulders, and breathing with my students. And I think that they have also found it just as important of an exercise. So I am like so looking forward to continuing to understand all of these exercises, the breathing exercises, yeah. So thank you so much for inviting Avi to come and talk to us, and thank you, Avi, for all of the wisdom. I wish I could take a 16-week course in emotional regulating and everything else that you want to teach me. So